Welcome. In today's video, I'm going to give an overview of the Employee Admin Dashboard Power BI template. This template can be used to create automatically 10 different HR reports, which will also give you access to 32 relevant HR metrics out of the box. And all of this is designed to help you take smarter HR decisions. The setup is quite simple. We provide you with one Microsoft Excel file and one Power BI file. You input your data in the Excel file and then visualize the reports automatically in Power BI with a single click. Now, let me show you the Excel file first before I talk to you about the Power BI file. So now I have the Excel file open. So we start with the settings sheet where you input information about your company's data. For example, what are the list of hiring sources? What are the list of locations, department, job type, and job titles, exit reasons, onboarding activities, which days are weekends, which days are holidays, and so on. Now, once you customize these values, then the output reports will automatically consume this information. Now, the next sheet is the salary grades where you can input information about the salary grades or the pay grades in your company. So you can define them a name, give them the minimum, midpoint, and maximum salaries. Then we start entering information about the employees in the company. In the employees table, you can input information about all the employees and their attributes like date of birth, starting date at the company, which department, which location, what type of job they are in, what is the salary, what is the salary grade, and so on. So all of this information is entered here. And we all know that the employee attributes will change over time. So whenever there is a change in employee attribute, you can come here and input that information in the employee update sheet. For example, if an employee decides to move from one team to another, one location to another, or if the employee's salary increased, or if the employee's manager changed, and so on. Any of those changes, you can input them here so that the template will now know what is the latest attribute for every single employee. We also have an exits sheet where you would input information about employees when they leave the company and why they left, what type of exit it was. Finally, we have the onboarding sheet where we have already defined the onboarding items or tasks that each employee has to do. Now, all you have to do is to say, okay, when the employee has completed that task, you can go ahead and say and put yes if the employee has completed that specific task. And also when the employee fully completes the onboarding, you can just mark it as completed and enter a date when the onboarding was completed. That is it. This is all the information you need to enter in the Excel file. Whenever any changes happen with an employee, come and update in the employee updates. If an employee leaves, enter them in the exits. If a new employee comes in, input in the employee sheet. This is all you would have to do to maintain the data in this Excel file. Now let's go and take a look at the Power BI file where we will have 10 automated reports for us. So now here I am in Power BI desktop. I've opened the Power BI file, and the way you connect this data with your Excel file is after you download both, you can open the Power BI file, go into edit parameters, and then enter the location of your Excel file. Once you put that in, hit OK, along with the starting year of reporting and ending year of reporting, hit OK. Now it'll go and establish the connection from the Power BI file to the Excel file, and that is it. Whenever you update the Excel file with new data, then you come back here into Power BI and hit this refresh button, then all the reports will automatically update for you with a single click. Let me show you what reports are available in the Power BI file. We start with the home page where we have the list of all the 10 reports that are available to you, along with some key metrics displayed in this page. And if you need any help with this, we have a link here which will take you to the help desk where we will have getting started articles, frequently asked questions, and more, where your questions about how to use the template will be answered. Now let's take a look at each report one by one. We start off with the headcount report. So I click on the headcount and now I will see the headcount report, and I can go back to the home page by clicking on this button on the top right. Now the headcount report shows you the count of active employees by department, by location, by gender, and so on. You will have filters on the right side by which you can actually filter the data or the report according to your needs. Now let's go back to the home page and take a look at the next report, which is the diversity report. So the diversity report allows you to see the mix of employees by gender, by age group, by tenure, and also by ethnicity. And not only overall, but you can actually look at it for within each department, what is this mix by these dimensions. Again, you will have the filters on the right side. Let's go back home. I will be doing a more in-depth video about each of these reports in the future, but for now, I'm just going to give you an overview, quick overview of these reports. Salary grades. This report shows you information by the salary grade or the pay grade. What is the minimum and the maximum salaries? What is the actual minimum and maximum salary that has been given to employees in those grades? And then you can compare and make sure that the actual data matches with the expectations for each grade. The next one we are going to look at is salary distribution report. If we take all the amount of money that is being allocated to salary, now we want to know what percentage of that is given to each department or each location or each type of job. And that is what this report is. You can also filter this report by specific salary grades if you'd like. Now let me go back to the home page. We have the next report, which is pay equity. We want to make sure that within each grade, the salary that is being given to employees who are male, how does it compare to the median salary given to employees who are female? And that is what this report is about. Just like the gender, we can also look at it by ethnicity, by tenure group, or by age group. And that allows us to make sure that our salaries, are they following the pay equity standards that we have set for the company? If there are any gaps, you can then identify them and address them. Now let me go back to the home page for the next report. You can also directly go to the pages in the bottom tab by tab. Now let's start with the trends report. The trends report, as the name indicates, is the report which gives you all these metrics that we have looked at so far month by month. So this will allow you to see the trend of these metrics, which direction are they heading, and make sure that you understand the trend and make corrections if needed to change the trend if the trend is going in the wrong direction. This shows you the median tenure, total salary, median salary, and also minimum and maximum salaries, median age, headcount by month. And let me go back to the home page. For the next report, we will have a Geo report. As the name indicates, this allows you to visualize the data on a map. So basically here, the data that I have in my sample file is for United States, and that's why you see the United States map. If the data is for a different country, it will automatically adjust. But here you can see that all these metrics, I can see them by each state. So I can just hover over them. We also have a table below that has that information by state. Now let me go to the home page. Onboarding is a module which is also inbuilt into this template. As we know that the onboarding process is extremely important from a HR perspective to make sure that we reduce or eliminate any early churn or early leaving of employees. If the onboarding process is very good, then we are increasing the chance of retaining those employees. And so the onboarding module or the onboarding report shows you the trend of metrics that are relevant to onboarding. So we will know what percentage of the employees have completed onboarding. And also we know how long does it take to complete the onboarding process per employee. And we will also see which employees are currently being onboarded. And we also have information on the 90-day churn rates. As I mentioned, preventing early churn of employees is extremely important to the company in many ways. And we measure here the 90-day, how many employees within their 90 days of employment have decided to leave the company. And that is the churn rate that we are measuring here. And we will also be able to see the trend of this metric over months. Now let's go back home. We still have a couple more reports. The next two are related to exits or retention. So let's look at the exits report first. As the name indicates, it shows you or calculates for us the number of people or employees who have left the company as exits, and it also breaks it down by voluntary versus involuntary exits. We will also know at what tenure have they decided to leave the company, and we have the median tenure at exit. We also know what percentage of those people leaving are regrettable exits. So basically exits that we really we really wanted to avoid because it's a loss to the company. Now we also see the exits by exit reason. So we know the top reason why employees are leaving. And also we will see whether the reasons have been changing over time when we look at the exit reasons month by month. Now for the final report, we will be going into the retention metrics. This is where we calculate the retention rate, turnover rate, and also calculate them month over month to see which direction are we heading. On top of these 10 reports that are inbuilt into this Power BI file, you can also create your own reports if you are familiar with Power BI. For example, on the right side, when I look at the fields, I will see that I have metrics available for me to drag and drop and create my own reports. I also have all these dimensions, so I can create a new report by department by dragging and dropping. So it's really easy for you to extend this template to more reports if you're familiar with Power BI. If you need any assistance, please reach out to us, support@indzara.com. We'll be happy to help you. If you have any questions, please put them in the comments below in this video. Thank you very much for watching. I'll see you soon in another video.